Hello everybody, and welcome to this special midterm edition of Antioch News. Tonight we're going to get to know some of our candidates, but first, being that this is the week of Halloween, let's get a look at my costume. I'm a cowboy. Before we meet this year's contestants, we got to get that small talk out of the way first. Many of you may notice we got some rain this week, which is great since we're still in the middle of a historic drought. There is one resident, my dog, who doesn't care what the weather's like, as he operates under the same motto as our post office. Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night will make him use the bathroom any faster when I take him on walks. The highly anticipated Contra Costa County pavement condition scores are in, with Orinda and Brentwood leading the pack with very good scores of 84 and 81 respectively. Oakley received a 75, which is considered good. Antioch received a 65. He must have wrote down our score while he was driving. So let me get this straight. You're telling me people get paid to drive around and judge the quality of pavement? Why were there no presentations about this during career day at school? Hey, kids, ever dreamed of a fast-paced career in pavement scoring? I really have a lot of questions I need answered. I know this may come off wrong. It's probably not okay to say anymore, but I'm going to have to say it. Brentwood, you got nice asphalt. Since we're talking about asphalt, yeah, that's called a segue, folks. The results of the worst parking lot in the Tri-City area poll are in, and the results probably won't shock you if you've ever been there. The winner goes to, or loser rather, the In-N-Out parking lot on Lone Tree Way. I don't know whose bright idea it was to put every single high-traffic business in the corner of one parking lot, but they did it. You got Trader Joe's, Mod Pizza, In-N-Out Burger, Crumble Cookies, Chipotle. What does that give you? Proceed with caution, folks. In some sad news, a local staple, Tuxa Class, will be closing its doors after 40 years in business. This actually prompted a visit from the mayor himself, Lamar Thorpe. But this was an error, as he thought the business was called Touch That Ass.
Got him!
Sounds like the historically bad week for rapper Kanye West, or Ye or Ya, whatever his name is now, is going to get even worse, as this morning, Johnny's Market officially cut ties with him as well. They will be discontinuing the Kanye Southwest Chicken Sub immediately. Insider sources claim they will be rebranding this sandwich and calling it the Pete Davidson. No word yet on if Bonfire Market will be following suit. And for some sports talk, this weekend the Jacksonville Jaguars will be facing off against the Los Angeles Raiders. Both teams will be putting their 2-win record on the line to answer the question, who in fact is the worst team in all of football? Congratulations, guys. We're done with the small talk and now it's time to get into the midterms. So what I have in front of me is the voter information guide and a sample ballot that they send to you every time there's an election. And what I didn't piece together till today is, this is a homework assignment. They expect you to read this and then fill out the assignment. Come on Tuesday, you take what you've learned from this and you apply it to the test. They're giving you a test. Well, if I wanted to do homework, I would have stayed in school past the 6th grade.
I'm not a smart man.
That approach isn't going to work for me. I'm going to share with you how I make my decisions when it comes to voting, and it's the same way I make my opinions when reading articles online. Which is, I don't read the article.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I read the headline, and that gives me enough information to make an extremely strong opinion about the topic. So we're going to base our opinions and decisions off of what the candidates give us, their campaign signs. Okay guys, so keep in mind only council members from District 1 and 4 are up for election this cycle. The mayor isn't up for re-election until 2024. So we're going to get this party started with the candidates from District 4. Now first up is Lori Ogorchuk, and her slogan is tough-minded, big-hearted. To me, when I hear tough, I think of like a tough piece of steak. So I'm hearing stubborn, and big-hearted to me sounds like she's saying she has an enlarged heart. I don't know if you want to run on saying you have an enlarged heart, because that's a serious medical condition. You might want to be running to the hospital instead to get that checked out. I made some changes for her, and I think this will help her chances. Big smart. Perfectly normal-sized heart. Tell me if you like those changes in the comments below. Next up, we have Sean Pickett for City Council in District 4. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say I like his sign. It's a minimalistic approach. It doesn't waste your time with any cliche catchphrases. But I think we can take his same approach and take it one step further. How about this? Sean Pickett. You're posing the question to the voter. Now notice it doesn't say for city council because you want those voters that do the little bit of extra research to vote for you. But you know what? I think we can take this one step further. How about that?
How about that?
Now that's the face of someone you can vote for. Now we have the incumbent council member for District 4, Monica Wilson. Overall, I think this sign's okay. I'm not really a fan of the light green in the back because you can't really make out what's going on there. But, it's okay. She says leadership you can trust, which is pretty cliche. I only have one little suggestion for this, which you'll see here. So let me know which one you guys like better in the comments. But overall, I think I like the guy in the sign before this because he shows his face on it, but unfortunately, I can't remember his name. Now we've come to the final candidate for City Council in District 4, and that is Sandra White. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this is one of my absolutely favorite signs. Mad respect for putting the Antioch Bridge in the background, and she's showing her face on it. She's not hiding behind cheap slogans. Although, she has a couple cliche things on there. Building a better Antioch. We can all agree that's good. The change that we need, we need some more context here. So my suggestions for her sign is to take that Antioch theme and let's just take it to that next level. So here's my version. Bam, woody, yacht influenced. Seriously, everyone knows it's Bonfire, not Bonfire.
Bonfire Market.
And she's endorsed by none other than Big Tone. I tell you what, if I lived in District 4 and I wasn't a felon, I would vote for her immediately. I couldn't get down there fast enough to vote for her. But there's all the candidates for District 4. Looks like that's going to be a real competitive race, more competitive than the Raiders game this weekend. So let's get right into District 1. First off is Diane Gibson Gray. I'm going to get into the positives first. I really like the red, white, and blue color scheme here, leaning into the patriotism, but there's not much to go off of here. Enough is enough. She has the benefit of running against a very controversial incumbent, so I feel like she should leverage that and put that on her sign. So here's my version. Diane Gibson Gray. Thrown many successful parties. 0 police calls for shots fired. Next up, we have Joy Motz for City Council in District 1. Overall, I like her sign. It leverages her name, gives you a sense of positivity. You have the nice sunrise in the background. Like, yeah, the future's going to be good. Everything's good. But if life teaches us anything, it's that it can't all be sunshine and daisies, right? So while this does make me feel positive, it doesn't really make me want to rush out and vote for her. And that's where my changes really come in. I'm going to give the potential voter a sense of urgency, an ultimatum almost. So here's my version. Choose joy or choose a life of misery. Now, doesn't that make you want to go vote for joy? Last, and certainly not least, we have the reigning pound-for-pound City Council champion out of District 1, Tamisha Torres Walker. She's had quite the controversial run so far, and I don't really agree with her on much, but I can respect a few things about her, such as she says exactly what's on her mind, and she has no filter whatsoever. It's not only entertaining, but, at least we know she's not hiding behind some political BS. And I think she has the record for the most obscenities spoken during city council meetings. So there's that. But we're doing this from the sign, and her sign doesn't reflect any of that. It says, nothing is impossible when you try. That's a good message. I guess all those aspiring pavement scoring kids that read that, they can think that, I can do that. I can be a pavement scorer. So that's good. My suggestion to her is don't hide from the controversy. Lean into it. Here's my version of her sign. Re-elect Tamisha Torres Walker. You really want to piss off those other guys? Vote for me, LOL. Contact me if you need help running a campaign. Oh, it's official? Okay. Guys, breaking news. With 0% precincts reporting, the governor's race is being called for Gavin Newsom in a landslide victory. Exit polling states that most people didn't know he was running for re-election, let alone being able to name his opponent. Every bill for tax increases have also passed in sweeping fashion. We're going to go live to Gavin's victory speech now.
It's going to happen, whether you like it or not.
I look forward to the next 4 years of blaming Republicans for everything, even though they have zero institutional power in California whatsoever. And there you have it. That's a summary of all the candidates that are running for city council in the upcoming election. We hope we helped you make an informed decision if you haven't voted already. Time will tell, and we'll just see what happens after Tuesday. Until then, I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the Antioch News Midterm Special. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you my name. It's